Of course you hate waiting, Sparky. But then, I'm not an internationally renowned modeler like yourself. I have extremely popular live streams, so I do have to make efforts to make sure people are in the chat and stuff before I get started. So thank you for your patience, my buddy. So I figured, you know, I'm often given these kits to do reviews and stuff like that, and you know, I found myself complaining about having no room to store this stuff last month, and I quickly decided to shut the F up and to start giving away some models. And since this model's going down to Ken's, I'm gonna try and get him to sign it, and then we'll give it away. And yeah, this is a worldwide giveaway. I'll send this kit anywhere in the world for this contest, no doubt. Yeah, I can store them at your place. Yeah, I'm sure I can, buddy. So if you you know, maybe share if you have you know, want to share this video with your viewers. It's open to anybody who follows the rules of the game. So modelersguild.com/giveaway, all one word. And let's just get into this model here. Let's have at it. We still got lots of stuff to do before I go to Ken's, so I want to try to get these videos out post haste. Now in this video I want to do one last coloring session here. I've yet to figure out what I want to do for colors. I think we're going to use the spice brown this time, which is kind of like a darker version of the cinnamon brown. Has a little bit of red still in it, but is more of a browny color. The thing I want to point out is that, you know, when you're adding colors, you know, it's sometimes good to beat around the bush to get at the color that you want. Most of the time when we're looking at a brick wall, we're thinking about a terracotta or a burnt sienna color, which is more of a orangey red or a reddy orange, whichever way you want to put it. And you know, that's okay and all. However, you know, when we start adding our mortar lines, the white we add to it does what happened after the first video. You know, it became a white mess, and we had to start adding color back in again. But you know, we don't, in the orange colors, we can see how the color has changed. This is the original color, and we're starting to bring it back in. So I want to get some browns to run along our cornice here. Have the browns come down along the sides. And then we'll start getting a little bit orange around the windows. And that's my game plan at the moment. So we've got brown on one side of the palette here, and we got some really wet red on the other side. Let's make sure I got my right sponge that I made up. Didn't get cleaned off. Yee. Just gonna soak it up, see if I can clean it off a little bit. damp brush. There's green on it, but so I'm gonna start with our brown around the cornice. I want to bring it a little bit down from the top because I want this to be noticeable. I'm going to do the same thing at this level. Now, I was going to start off doing these giveaways, not doing them as a giveaway, do them as a raffle. You know, I am a bit of a needy mofo. Got lots of things in the that I want to do with this channel, and I need to be able to afford it. However, you know, I think it's a good payback to all the people who have already been subscribers and already supporting, to just do a giveaway. You know, just start things off right. And so there is no purchase required. There's no nothing in that regard is required. Just make sure that you know, that I'm doing some fun things, giving some value back to the community. You know, I don't want to feel like I'm too greedy. Okay. Get rid of the brown, start over again. Start putting a little bit of this orange in. So if you have questions about what's going on here, feel free to ask in the chat. This is a kit by Imagine That Laser Art. And actually, it's two kits in one. This is the factory kit with the extension second story. Which was created due to some requests I have heard. You know, we want taller buildings. Was the feedback that Imagine That Laser Art received. So they are obliging. So the way I added our really the tan variations to these walls was in between the windowsills. So just adding a little bit of orange back to our window section here to further define this and make sure that the beige doesn't overpower the scene. Now, I often say I don't like using sponges, but when you're working on bricks, it's very hard to see the pattern that is created by a sponge. It's actually a situation that works really well. I'm going to go over and check the chat. Make sure this looks good on camera, because pro tip, sometimes what you're looking at doesn't look like your mind's eye kind of erases some flaws from your view. And I often find out that when I look at a photograph, I can see things that I couldn't see in real life. That's odd, but it's true. So we're going to check out our chat here. Okay. No, it's probably going to be about an hour and a half, maybe 2 hours. I have to go to the grocery store, get the family supplied for the weekend. And, yeah. So no questions, huh? So it looks pretty sloppy on the camera. Which is okay, because it actually that can be weathered out, and actually if we add more mortar lines, it'll come right out. So we're gonna let this dry. I think I'll add more orange to some spots later tonight, or later in the stream, later tonight. Okay. Okay. So over here we've got some things that we need to prep up before we move forward to So I talked to Ken this morning about the trip. It's going to be kind of fun because Ken usually has a full house on the weekends. But this weekend we're just going to be doing the footage for the What's Neat show. I did originally want to do some stained glass windows, but it isn't necessary. And also, if I'm using this toothpick here, I'm kind of spreading this glue out real thin with it. Glue that you've spread across on one can be spread out for other ones too, so other window panes. Okay. Perfect. Doing glue windows is, you know, it should be considered cheating. Just the effect, like when you do acetate windows, the normal traditional windows, what happens is you get a super clear window that you see through, but 80% of the time the modeler doesn't do the interior of the model. So what do? You got to cover that window up because there's nothing on the inside, breaking the magic of the scene. However, with these glue windows, it kind of turns into a float style of glass where the glass is wavy gravy, man. So it kind of, while you think you can see through the window, you can't. I'm live streaming there. Here.
So people can hear me?
Yes.
Hi, people.
People you have been said hi to. Problem with doing light with the glue means that when your daughter comes in the room, you can wreck it. So with this contest, please tell your viewers, if you're a YouTuber, tell your viewers. I'd be happy to get as many entrants into the contest as possible. I'm thinking the next contest will have a shirt go out. We're gonna switch them up from like an expensive giveaway to a giveaway that's not so expensive on the YouTuber. So we're gonna move on from doing these windows because this is fantastic entertainment here. So that's how I'm doing my glue windows. I'm gonna do a bunch of these off camera. So the next step, I guess we'll bring this back. Let's bring the model back up on. Use this toothpick here, pick up a little bit of glue, and now we're gonna do some lintels, and all it takes is one little dab of glue on the sill. Yesterday's episode, we taped these down and now the profile of a shadow is important in this while doing this. However, don't stick it out so far that if you go less than what you think it is, it looks better. You see, this is one of the big differences between a wood kit and a plastic kit. A plastic kit will guide you into assembling the kit as the first step. What? You can notify these people 100 times in a row that you're doing a live stream, but they won't listen until they need something. You know how it is, right? So where was I? When you're building a plastic kit, if you look at the instructions, they'll often guide you to build the entire kit and then paint it and color it. And you're sitting there trying to paint little windows inside, and you're getting paint on parts you don't want to get paint on. The beauty of a wood kit, and one of the big reasons why a wood kit looks so much better than a plastic kit, is because a wood kit from the very beginning wants you to paint these parts separately. And that gives you the opportunity to have these crisp edges in between the parts. Which makes all the difference in the world, if you ask me. So we're going to get these parts in real quick. You're looking at me build this kit like some of you are thinking to yourself, oh my gosh, this guy's taking forever. However, I am building very faster than I normally would, to tell you the truth. However, I would like to point out that, it's not about who wins the race that matters. A marathon is enjoyed by many runners, and it's not the winner that gets the value of the race. It's all the participants. This marathon is enjoyed by doing it at your own pace. Don't follow at my live stream pace, because I'm trying to rush things a little bit here to make it entertaining for you, but this kit should take you a week of night, like an hour a night for a week. Should take about a week to build. Not should, but it can, like, you can get it done in a week very easily. But don't go competing with me to get something done as fast as I'm doing. I'm not even going to pay attention to the contest. Just like your hobby is for you, my hobby is for me. I only share it to, share the passion, to share these life-giving hobbies. We've all heard the story about the man who retired and died the next year because he had nothing to do. A hobby will save your life when you retire. It can save your life in a major way. I'm gonna have to go out and get more weld bond today too. Now these little lintels, they do get damaged. They're so small that they can wreck on you, and you get extra ones in the kit. So while I painted all the ones that I seen, I'll probably have some leftovers here. So if you have one that gets all mucked up on you, just put it to the side. Don't throw it out. You know, you might have more of that muck up on you. But, you know, you do have extras. I almost lost one. So I'm just going to get these lintels in for this session. We're going to turn around, put a couple of, well, those windows aren't done yet. I'm going to go off stream. I'm going to finish up gluing up our window panes. And then I guess we'll come on later tonight, put the windows in and box up this kit, because got to make sure we get it boxed up before we go. I also want to paint a little section on the back so that we can have a nice spot for Ken to write a message on the kit for the lucky winner. There we go. So we got 6 extras. Whew. So yeah, I guess that's a good enough thing. We're just a nice little session here, making a nice small video that you guys could watch, or the people who didn't get to watch live. I want to start doing these live streams more to get the full build into videos. I don't necessarily want to do very long videos. I just want to get all the techniques that I use to build a kit on camera so people can watch. Yeah, Sparky, you can sign the kit for sure, absolutely. Oh, it doesn't matter who dominates the live chat. What type of factory is this? This factory could be any type of factory. It's called the All-State Factory Build, which I believe is it a battery company? I don't know. What I was thinking a textiles mill. And yeah. No, for sure we'll get Sparky to sign this kit. Sparky's is famous. You got more subscribers than me, Sparky, so I don't know what the heck you're talking about. Anyways. So, we got something around here doing this. I got a new shirt. I'm gonna wear this one on the show. Model maker. We do precision guesswork based on unreliable data provided by those of questionable knowledge. Sorry, Spark. I am kind of talking about you. It is a background flat container, man. However, it can be built into a an L structure. It's a background flat, but it's got a few different configurations to it. I simply like the background flat version because I had built another version, like the first version of the kit last year when it was first released. This is just the extension version. So, I'm going to jump off. I've got some errands to run with the wife and kids. I'm sorry that there's a 15-minute leeway into the video. If you guys have issues with that, go for it. Throw it in the chat. I would agree that 15 minutes may be too long. So if that was one of your comments, I would agree with that. What would be a good amount of time to put up for the, you know, let's get into chat stuff. And yeah, feedback is warranted, and I like that. I want to thank you guys for watching. We're going to shut this thing off, and I'll probably be back later tonight. Maybe with a pint. I don't know. Maybe with a chip on my shoulder. You never know what happens. Not on this show. Not on this show. 8 minutes, huh? Yeah, that's a good idea. 8 minutes. You know, 10 minutes seems like it would be a little long too. I'm going to change it to 8 minutes, Container Man, to test it out. It's important to have this community interaction when a creator like me and Sparky, you know, we do these things and people come in, but, you know, I've had, I stream throughout the day. I don't stream at a scheduled time. I'm building models every day, and I want to be able to do this all the time from the new studio when we upgrade, like, to something that looks way more professional than I had ever dreamed of. So, thanks for watching, everybody. We're going to shut this off, and I'll probably see you later tonight, hopefully. Be there, please. Or get that contest. Check out the contest. Forget about tonight. Or do it all. You know what I mean. Bye.